Hello everyone and welcome back to Beef Reacts, and today we're going to be watching Deadpool vs. The Mask, Marvel vs. Dark Horse, the death battle. And you may be saying, Beef, what the hell? I like the content, but you said Fate, you said Madoka Magica. That's what happened. Listen, I know everyone. I know. It happens. So both of those videos have gotten this channel a copyright strike, and we're one away from not being a channel anymore. So that sucks. So currently I've sent counter notifications to both legal teams, and you have 10 business days to respond. If they don't respond, hey, big ups, videos go up, and they'll be done in 10 business days. Bad news. I cannot batch record those things and upload at the same time, because I will quite literally just lose the channel. So right now, we're in a scramble, a pivot, a third word to mean disorganized chaos, to try to come up with new, fun, exciting content ideas for you. And here's, my face isn't even on here anymore. Where do I go? Is this the best way? That looks, oh shit, that's hot. There we go. Fuck. We're back, baby. So, because of this content scramble, I'm going to start playing around with some ideas, some stuff. You saw Kappa Mikey. You saw this. You're going to see maybe Camp, Ben 10. I'm going to look for a show that I can batch record, watch, and you may be being like, oh, it's because it's not monetized. No, that's not the problem. If it wasn't monetized, if I cared about monetization, Ruby wouldn't have gotten finished. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that, like, just to put it in perspective. If the video can't be monetized, I don't care. I just want it to be public so that way you can watch it. As long as you can watch it, who gives a shit? Money come later. That's at least my philosophy. Money come later. Right now, I just want to make content that you can watch. You can watch Death Battle. You can watch Epic Rap Battles of History. You can watch, apparently, Kappa Mikey. For some fucking, Kappa Mikey did better than Chowder. In terms of monetization. Beats the fuck out of me. But, like, I'm with it. We can watch stuff like that. However, the second I can upload Fate and Madoka Magica, the second I can actually upload them and get around it, I will. Genuinely, I will release them the second they let me release them. Unfortunately, they will not let me release it. That is the problem. And it sucks. It literally fucking sucks. I hate it so much. But I always try to give the updates here in the content so people know. But I should probably do it in content that's going to get better views. I don't fucking know what people are going to watch and what they're not going to watch. I'm not a Mr. Beast. I don't know what goes viral. He's a genius. Because he just gives people money. I wish I had money to give people. Anyways, let's jump back in. Let's jump into the video. Something.
You sure this is gonna work? This'll shut him up for good?
Trust me, it's the perfect plan.
Okay then, let's get started.
Doubt.
For most of us, the laws of reality are unbending rules we never question.
Even for us, but for some people, they're more like guidelines.
Such as Deadpool, Marvel's merc with a micropenis.
Hey! It's a nano penis.
And the Mask, a total Chad who just oozes big dick energy.
Huh, could have sworn that would get his attention.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
my third death battle.
Oh my god, they're having Deadpool jump into this. I'm kind of with it, because all right, before we get, I gave you the channel update, but like, when it comes down to like this death battle, who do I think is gonna win? Probably Deadpool, because I think Deadpool's regenerated from a single cell, and the Mask is just insane and kooky and has the Toon Force. right?
Ha! Wait, what was that about a micro penis?
Every famous
Ha ha!
superhero has a special something which makes them recognizable.
Like a
Some are
micro-penis.
gothic knights of darkness, a showcase of order versus chaos. Some are instantly relatable, a prime example of an average person in a not-so-average world.
And some are shoved in your face over and over and over again until you just can't take it anymore.
I remember I was into Deadpool before he was cool. I say that while, like, he was ever not cool. But I think, okay, so let's see. I was 8. I had to have been 8, and I remember the first time I heard about Deadpool, I was 8. I was on vacation. And mind you, when I was 8, it was 2008. So, I don't know when Deadpool became pop culture popular, but I was into Deadpool around the time The Dark Knight came out. And then he became super popular, and now my favorite superhero is Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's cooler than Deadpool. Don't at me. I say that when it's like, it's weird. I'm doing a lot of Joe Kelly stuff lately. For those who don't know, Joe Kelly's the person who, Deadpool was a dying comic back in the 90s, and they gave it to him when he was like, not a young writer, but a writer. And they were just like, do whatever you want with it. So he made Deadpool a fourth wall breaking person with schizophrenia for a comic run. And that's how he became the person he is today, which I think is pretty cool. Joe Kelly also did Ben 10. He also did I Kill Giants. I'm not friends with the guy or anything. I just film like comic panels at this Comic-Con every year. And like I always see him and ask him a bunch of questions because I'm a nerd. But like, that's what I know about Deadpool. And then he became everywhere immediately. Once I think he became really popular when the video game came out. I forget when the video game came out, but that game was kind of fun. The Mask, I just saw the Jim Carrey movie and then The Son of the Mask, which was not good. But yeah. I wish I knew more about The Mask. I definitely have seen a lot of The Mask stuff, but I wish I knew more. I know more about Deadpool, so I'm gonna give it to Deadpool.
Oh, shucks, are you talking about me? You're such a sweet talker.
Go away.
We've been through this, but why stop a good thing? Hi, I'm Wade Wilson, masterful mercenary and twice robbed of winning People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive award. Way back, I got stuck in a seriously shitty situation called cancer. The worst
Been there.
supervillain. But then the good folks of Department K offered me a cure.
I will say, that's a great, they have a good Deadpool. Like, it
Kinda
works.
great. Until I learned the big plot twist.
Department K was actually a sect of the Weapon X program, a top secret project for crafting super soldiers by any means necessary.
They shot Wade up with 50 cc's of hot, creamy Wolverine juice. It gave him the same crazy healing factor, but also turned his face into an improv comedy prompt.
You look like an avocado. Had sex with an older, more disgusting avocado.
Yeah.
Is TJ Miller a good comic? I feel like every time I see him, I'm like, I don't trust you, right? Like, I can't see myself ever trusting TJ Miller. But that's just me.
After escaping in gruesome fashion, Wade resumed his life as a mercenary, taking the name Deadpool.
He's got your standard superhuman buffs.
Oh my goodness. Superhuman physique, enhanced reflexes, multilingual English, Spanish, Japanese, German, Esperanto, regenerative healing factor, possession resistance, martial arts expertise, and fourth
Super
wall
strength,
awareness.
super speed, super toughness, the works. But he put that super swagger to use as an expert martial artist. Though it's hard to tell sometimes because he lets himself get hit a lot.
Hey, when you have a healing factor that would make even Logan's nuclear charred adamantium skeleton blush, you let yourself nosh on a lit sandwich every once in a while. I've survived gunshot wounds, impalement, organ destruction, supification, and even freaking disintegration. Good luck trying to take me out.
Don't take all the credit for yourself. You know you were cursed with everlasting life by Thanos during some of that.
Yeah, well, me and Space Grimace have a really deep relationship. About as deep as I am and his girlfriend. Hey-oh!
Good thing.
King!
Thanos removed the curse so he could violently murder you.
An impulse I deeply empathize with.
Well, as much as I liked getting resurrected after that, I like doing the opposite to other people even more, as in killing them. With weapons, especially my lovely Golden Girls, Bee and Arthur.
That would be his katanas, which are almost unbreakable thanks to an energy field from his suit.
Twin steel katanas named B and Arthur, teleporter, holographic image inducer, disintegration gun, carbonadium sword, wrist gauntlets, magic satchel, can continuity
Fully
gem.
charged, they can even
Jesus.
cut the Hulk.
Even then, Deadpool is a walking arsenal with enough machine guns, sniper rifles, grenades, rocket launchers, tranquilizers, etc. to take out a small country.
And if I'm feeling cute, I might delete you later with any one of the wacky weapons of mass destruction I've picked up on my misadventures. Like a gun that wipes you from history, the actual Venom symbiote, and the 7th Infinity Stone, the Continuity Gem. It rewrites canon itself and could even make Wiz and Boomstick bearable co-hosts.
Ayo, shots fired! Shots fired! But I like it.
I mean, maybe.
Oh yeah? Well, let's go over some of these feats of yours. Take it away, Wiz.
With pleasure. Deadpool has showcased his impressive super strength when, at one point, he stood up straight, without aid. Based on Deadpool's cannon weight and examining the distribution of mass here, we can deduce his legs can support 210 pounds, or just under 100 kilograms.
Wait, what?
Oh, or how about the time he held up this pistol? That's a Desert Eagle Mark 19, which weighs 72 whole ounces. Amazing.
Guys, what the hell? You know I can kick people through concrete walls and yank around a 6-ton helicopter, right?
Here we can see him running, much like typical human beings run, and the average male running speed is about 9.4 kilometers per hour.
They're just fucking with him. That's so goofy.
I was outrunning a goddamn airplane. Do you know how fast airplanes are? Jesus H. Christ almighty. Do some research for once, you frauds.
Jokes aside, Deadpool
Took a skyscraper to the face, survived being ripped in half, jumped into a volcano and lived. Tagged a dragonfly with a rock, threw a helicopter into a giant mouse, dodged minigun fire, fast enough to kill 8 trained soldiers before they could react, defeated Taskmaster, Punisher, Hulk,
can
Wolverine.
move faster than the eye can track. He's
With
caught
it-
Captain America's shield, which Cap can throw fast enough to slice through tanks. He's even dodged the electric-powered mutant Surge's lightning blasts.
Dope.
If these are anything like the leaders of real lightning, they could be moving over 98,000 meters per second.
Deadpool's a tough son of a bitch, too. He survived a sunburn from a freaking space laser, getting crushed under the Chrysler building, and an explosion that cratered an entire city block. Just look at the size of that.
Measuring the crater's volume and applying statistics for pulverization of rock, the explosion must have equaled about 130 tons of TNT.
You're telling me Ruby characters are doing more than Deadpool? Cap. Ruby characters are surviving not metric tons, but like kilotons and stuff? Like, Cap.
That's like getting hit in the face with 22 monster trucks driving at top speed, all at the same time.
But Deadpool isn't perfect. Far from it, obviously. Unlike Wolverine, his chemically induced healing factor isn't a natural evolution, and so it seriously damaged his brain. Which explains a lot.
This guy isn't just annoying as balls, he's legit insane. Talk about a terrible combination.
Well, Deadpool's insanity leads him to talk to seemingly invisible people, namely the writers and editors of each comic book he's in.
I mean, is it really insanity if it's true? That's even how he got rid of the continuity gem, by literally handing it over to the editors.
While his broken mind and daredevil attitude makes him incredibly unpredictable, it can often put him in over his head. Plus, while
And
his
I
healing
wish I
factor
was
is quite
dead.
potent, it's not an
The fastest time Deadpool took to regrow his head was 13 minutes. Simply reattaching limbs takes a matter of seconds, unless a lot of his body needs to be...
instant quick fix.
That's why he prefers to reattach his limbs rather than wait for them to regrow.
Am I crazy? Or is your hand really small?
That's not pleasant.
His biggest weakness, though, is that he's a dumb internet meme and he should feel bad about it.
And using this mathematical formula, taking account
Memes plus cringe plus Lamau plus Ryan Reynolds plus Deathstroke plus Deathstroke ripoff divided by Unicorn Fetish divided by Oversaturation times Chimichangas times Rob Liefeld times Takahata 101. Damn! We do like Takahata 101.
Of Deadpool's
Actual cancer divided by cosplayed more than Harley Quinn. Lies equals Deadpool. Disgust.
abundance in meat.
Deadpool. Disgust equal Deadpool. Trash equal Deadpool. N equal Y. Where hope. N equal truth.
Yeah, we can
and
quantify
Y Deadpool. Is this them trying to be funny? I respect it because it's, memes plus cringe, but it's like L plus ratio, you know what I mean?
exactly how dumb he is.
You know, I've done this death battle bullshit 3 times now, and can I just say, I hope you douchebags never change. I love it. I'll be over there chomping on popcorn and chimichangas while your heads explode trying to figure out how I could possibly lose this one. Toodles.
Good riddance.
Big
Deadpool
dubs.
may be an annoying clown who has menaced Marvel's good and bad sides for decades, but he's also had sex with my mom over 100 times and made her moan like, hey, who changed the prompter? Come back here, you son of a bitch!
Psychologist Carl Jung once
Carl Jung. Hey, we love Jungian psychology. It's the archetypes. Here comes the mask.
described the persona as a kind of mask, designed on the one hand to make a definite impression on others, and on the other to conceal the true nature of the individual.
Been there, done that.
Right.
Basically, who we are on the inside is different than who we are on the outside. But what
cap.
if putting on a mask could actually reveal what was underneath it?
Underneath the mask? You mean your face?
I don't even know how to start to answer that.
Use your mouth, it's on your face. Well, while Wiz is trying to figure out how masks work, dumbass, let's talk about one mask in particular, the mask.
Its origins are shrouded in mystery. Some say it was used as part of an African tribal ritual. Others say it was created by Loki, the Norse god of mischief.
Who knows and who cares? It wound up in the hands of...
The mask has possessed over 30 individual stats weary by wearer. Or unknown origins, blah, blah, blah. Possess Stanley Ipkiss. Yeah. 6'1", aka Mask, Big Head, can only be removed by the wearer, a cartoon character in the real
of
world.
Stanley Ipkiss, the slubbiest, dorkiest loser this side of Deadpool.
Regenerating degenerates have feelings too, you know.
Curious, Stanley donned the mask and was transformed from an everyman to a Superman.
You never gave me 2 lightsabers.
Mark?
That's sick. I'm gonna edit out those ads, but the fact that they did not give Mark Hamill a second lightsaber, actual bullshit. Low-key, Mark Hamill doesn't deserve just 2 lightsabers, but a third one and a 4th one for my face. I love skips from regular show.
Stanley donned the mask and was transformed from an everyman to a Superman.
Smokehead!
And now he's a big green cartoon character the media dubbed Big Head.
But you can just call him the Mask. With his newfound powers, Stanley would take on the mob, get the girl, and live happily ever after. Right?
Don't let the family movie fool you. Sorry,
The family movie is not a good representation of the comic.
movies. I always forget that second one.
Don't blame
we
ya.
all do.
This ain't your silly Steamboat Willie shenanigans. Get ready for some good old-fashioned hardcore violence.
See, the mask itself is alive, and it desires nothing more than
While the living mask grants its power to anyone who wears it, only those who can swing into the madness can truly use
absolute carnage. By tapping into its wearer's repressed id, it can turn a nebbish nobody like Stanley into a rampaging serial killer.
Complete with Bugs Bunny powers. Horrifying.
Metafictional combat scientists like myself have long speculated about a unifying theory that could explain the source of the mask's powers. We call this phenomenon Toon Force.
We do love Toon Force. Toon Force is dope as hell, and it's the strongest thing known to man. I'm not gonna lie to you, I want some Toon Force during the hanky panky. Imagine someone who's really into kinky stuff, and it's they pull out a frying pan and just start wailing at them. That'd be horrible. Don't actually do that. You don't have the Toon Force. For the love of God, don't do that. But imagine if you could. Bro, I would love every time I saw my significant other, my eyes pop out of my head and be like, woo! And then go, awooga! Because that'd be, I feel like that's a more mature sign of love than making dinner and loving the person the way that I'm supposed to. I think my eyes popping out of my head and saying, "Awooga!" It would. I think she'd feel a lot better about that and not be disturbed horribly. Anyway.
Think of characters such as Bugs Bunny, Popeye, and Michael Jordan. A being that wields Toon Force seems capable of accomplishing almost anything they desire so long as they find it humorous. With this power, the mask can manipulate the laws of physics whenever he likes, even breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, God, no, he can break it too! You never said anything about that, and now we've got 2 of them!
Don't forget about me!
2 of them!
I don't know who that was.
Regardless,
I don't know who that was, but that just terrified me.
Toon Force allows the mask to summon any kind of weapon imaginable from thin air.
Everything from oversight.
Superhuman physique, body regeneration, metamorphosis, flight. Mind-reading, hammer-space, can summon any object at will. Immortality, physic manipulation, and fourth wall awareness.
His guns and rocket launchers to whoopee cushions, dynamite, anvils, hell, anything from the good fellas at Acme.
Toon Force users can manipulate their bodies in any way they like, whether it be stretching their limbs, inflating themselves like a balloon, or shape-shifting into giant monsters.
And best of all, you can't really hurt a Toon. Well, at least not in the normal way.
Right, it's not that the mask has a specific healing factor or some such, it's more like he can just say no to damage.
He's had holes blown in him, had his...
Oh, maybe I should say goodbye. Oh my god. Pushed over a building, struck a baseball so hard it caught fire, cut a car in half with one axe swing, dodged point blank gunfire, raced Lobo around the world. Damn. Regenerated from a pool of blood, survived atmospheric re-entry, and defeated Walter, Dorian, and Praetorius.
Head cut off, stripped his own flesh from his bones, and was blown up into a bloody pulp. He can outpace Lobo, remember him? Because he doesn't need to wait for his body to heal. It just happens.
However, the scariest thing about the mask's use of Toon Force is how it affects the world around him. In most cases, the rules of Toon Force are applied to the user and whomever or whatever the force is affecting.
This even happens in the movie. Man, look at her go!
But in the true canon of the mask, this is not the case. And this leads to some, well, horrific imagery.
Oh my god. Jesus.
The mask can pick up cars and knock over buildings with ease. Horrific imagery. The mask can pick up cars.
Sydney, that's just choke beautiful. And you're right, sob. Deep down, I have been yearning to reclaim that lost opportunity. So let's head back to that crazy vortex and make it a double dip this time. No, that's not
cars and knock over buildings with ease. He can dodge point-blank bullets and run fast enough to set the ground on fire. He has survived massive explosions, giant robots, and being kicked in the testicles so hard he flew.
Out of all the gore in those comics, that is the worst thing I've seen yet. But remember what we said before about him fighting Lobo? The guy who ate a city?
At one point, Lobo and the mask raced around the entire planet several times in the span of just a few seconds, and then crashed into each other in an absolutely gargantuan blast. Based on their after-trail rings, and given an estimated time frame of less than half a minute, which fits given the context, they must have been going over 9 million meters per second.
So he is stronger than Deadpool. The question is, does Deadpool's healing factor hold out to the mask?
What a couple of scamps.
There's only one way to really stop the mask, and that's by removing the mask itself.
Good luck trying.
But if only the wearer can do it, I guess what Deadpool would have to do is cut off the arms and make him remove it with his hands.
The only way is if the wearer has already decided to let it come off, and with the power it gives.
In the alternate canon cartoon and film, the mask has been forced to be removed from children and animals. However, it's likely that their innocent natures and lack of unnatural bloodlust meant their connection to the mask was weaker.
Who'd want to?
Technically, the conscience of the person the mask possesses still exists, and could be reasoned with or tricked into removing the mask.
Like when Lobo threw a guilt bomb at him after he murdered hundreds of people.
But the mask itself has an astronomically powerful influence on its host.
Right. I mean, who doesn't like letting loose every once in a while? We've covered a lot of vicious murderers on the show, but I've never seen one who has as much fun with it as the mask.
Let's rock this joint!
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, I've got a hunger for some.
I swear if you cut the commercial, I'll strangle you both with an actual blue
By now, you've probably heard.
He's right. I hate the Blue Apron commercials. I respect them for being sponsored, but I'm way too late for these. I'm sorry, everyone. It's time for a death battle. Oh, it's animated!
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got in this mess. But there's only enough funding for a few minutes of animation, so we're skipping that part.
And we're back. Sorry, everyone.
Part.
Not the goofy.
Smoking!
All right, Majora's Mistake.
Majora's Mistake. Does he know video games? You know what? I'm not even gonna question it.
You've got one chance to take that off.
Penis metaphor! Woo! What a ride!
I must break you.
Owie!
Got it. Actually, that's not canon. Let's just say I know the right people. With this continuity gem, I can rewrite anything I think needs fixing. I could stop Hitler from being born, rewrite the Star Wars prequels, or even make you take off that mask.
I like how they're doing all of the death battles that people think should have been done differently.
No! Stop it! No!
This is over.
Well, that's stupid.
Oh, wow! You weren't kidding!
Ah, Beans, we're in the storyboards.
Old chum, I think that zany stunt of yours ran out the budget. Can't make the scene if you don't have the green. Lucky for you, I have an idea!
They really went the route of doing the most insane thing ever. I can tell they had a lot of fun making this because it's kind of awesome. Like, it's so goofy, and I, like, just respect to them for sticking to their guns and just making something worthwhile making.
Ah, that's it. Honey bun, we're good to go.
And they're fighting to the death again, baby. Did we just say a draw? Does Chowder from Chowder have the Toon Force? Like, he has to, right? Like, everyone in Chowder has to have the Toon Force. Does Scooby-Doo get the Toon Force? I'd be...
What? Where'd you get that?
Oh, Jack! I'm already wearing it!
I don't know what the hell just happened.
Look at the sky. He isn't me. Although the internet thinks he might be, perhaps I've gone too far, far from my reality. I'll do this right. I'm not a joke.
You know, the best part is the fact that Takahata 101 is the one voicing him, and when he did the... Like, he's such a good singer. He's such a good singer.
He,
I'll do this right. I'm not a joke. What even is a chimichanga?
Yes! Yes! Jesus.
Fuck you.
Facts. Now, what I think is going to happen is he's going to think he's won, take the mask off, and Deadpool's somehow going to win.
Indeed. Who's next? KO!
Let's see what... I was going to say, first off, as insane, but let's see what their reason is.
Who's next?
Me! I'll win!
Yes, he's gone! He's finally gone! He can never bother us again! Why don't I feel as awesome as I should?
To be fair, given his more robust history, Deadpool held a solid advantage in experience and skill. He was relatively smarter and
Deadpool's carbonadium sword would not cancel the mass regenerative abilities. Carbonadium works by exposing regenerative cells to radioactivity that cancels their healing properties, but the mask invulnerability
or mentally put together in comparison. So it's possible he could have outsmarted the mask if given the chance.
Yes, if that chance was never gonna come. He had some really cool feats of strength and speed, but the mask blew him out of the water. Like, who cares that Deadpool pulled around a 6-ton copter when the mask knocked over a building weighing over 1,000 tons? And comparing their speed, he's 100 times faster too. Like, there's no contest.
Yeah.
Not to mention the size of the blast from the mask and Lobo's collision equals 322 teratons of TNT, trillions of times greater than Deadpool's asteroid feat.
Whiz, stop. None of that matters. This is stupid. We pit Deadpool against a cartoon god. Like,
Yeah, no, I get that.
that matters. This is stupid. We pit Deadpool against a cartoon god. Like you said, the mask could just say no to damage. Deadpool couldn't even really hurt him. This whole thing was a blowout. Total stump.
No, I mean, I guess you're right. We're supposed to be impartial, and
I'm not gonna lie though, it was a lot of fun to make. Like you could, out of every death battle I've seen, this is the one where they've definitely had the most fun out of anything.
we went too far. But Boomstick, it's too late to change it.
There's no way to mask what we've done.
The winner is...
What the hell?
Dear Wiz and Boomstick, I know our relationship has been a rocky one, but I just wanted to say, thanks. Thanks for helping me rediscover who I am, who I really am. The past decade of memes and cosplays and Hot Topic shirts changed me, and I couldn't see it on my own. You made me remember my true self, missing feet and all. And with some help from this royalty-free Sarah McLachlan ripoff song, I hope you can find in your hearts your true selves too. Sayonara, Death Battle. Sayonara.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Wiz, but I wish he was still around.
Yeah, me too. Oh no!
Oh, yeah! The winner is me!
Hey, thanks for
So
watching.
goofy. All right, let's see who did who. Takahata 101, Curtis. Yep. The mask was Kyle Ignesi. Don't know who that is. Pinkie Pie was Emily Fajudo.
This.
Deadpool double, Sam Mitchell. The mask double, Kyle Taylor. Peter B. Parker was Joshua Kazemi. Homeowner, Austin.
An interesting episode. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get by clicking the link down below. And
Anyway, everyone, hi. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't mind, just like, comment, share, subscribe. Really helps me out. It really just builds everything to where it's got to go. And, yeah, I post every day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm hoping we can start getting all this copyright stuff figured out sooner rather than later. But peace out again. Catch y'all later.